This box is going to be used for fire starting later, for my hot dog at lunch and my little tiny steak for dinner. Oh, wait. Look, what about? I know. What does it say? Is it backwards for you? It says kindling wood. Oh my goodness. So that should be enough for my entire time here, I would expect. I just want to keep all my fingers on this trip. You know, if you saw my first weekend camping video, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And if you didn't see the first camping video, you probably don't want to. Like I said in the video, it was like watching paint dry. Oh, it was rough. It was rough. Anyways, I'm going to carry on and get my coffee ready here. Well, it is ready. I just need to drink it. And I'm also going to get out my mat, my chair, and just make a little homestead here. I'll be right back. These aren't made for old ladies' hands. Okay. All right, mister. I don't think he likes it. I need a longer cord. I wish I had one. Mister, come this way. You can't go that way. There we go. I might have to walk around with him. I wish I had a longer cord. Mind you, a longer cord might mean he would go more into the bush and get tangled up with the branches and whatnot. I wonder where you think you're going. Can you not go down there? Come on, there we go. I actually thought this was a really long cord. Now I'm rethinking. Don't think it is. I was just thinking about having my coffee this morning. Oh. Yeah, bush and brambles on you. All right then. How's that? Does that make me allowed to have my coffee now, huh? You're such a good cat. I mean, you really don't cause me any trouble. I just worry you're gonna get lost or something. Oh, look at what you got on your feet. That didn't take long. Sap. No way. See, that's what's the trouble when you go down with the trees like that. You get sap. I know. I gotta take it off before it gets hard. That was a bug on my face. Ooh. I hate bugs on my face. Shouldn't say hate, but I do hate bugs on my face. Ew. I gotta get baby wipes, mister. Can you not jump down? Okay, I'll put you down. You're too old to jump down. Bye. You can't go as far as it stretches. I'm so sorry. I gotta get wipes for my sappy finger now. I'll wait. Why do cats have to go to the end of everything and not just be satisfied with what they've got? Oh, it sounds like some people I know. Never satisfied with what you got. I always think what I've got is probably great because it could be I'm in a situation where I don't have that. So if I have that, I'm grateful for it. No, mister, he's not going to be happy with me. There we go. There we go. I'm going to get the baby wipes. He's just trying to wander. I'll be right back. Can I get that foot with the sap on it? Which one was it? This one? Or was it this one? Oh, it's this one. Definitely this one. I'm going to have to cut it off. Sorry, I'm going to have to cut it off. Give him a little bit of freedom. See if I give him an inch, he takes a mile. Let's see. Nature, human nature, cat nature. He's eating grass. Isn't that nice? I don't have to buy him grass today. Well, I couldn't anyways. There's no grass store here. Sounds strange, right? Buy grass. Found him. I wish there was something that I could tie him to. Oh, there is. Down to this. That's the sewer pipe. Hopefully he won't pull it out. All right. Because there's like even room for a grapevine, right? Good. Okay. Now, this is Mister's blankets for inside his tent. Put it right here. There's a van out there trying to figure out, oh, they're backing in. I'm having neighbors. Yay! Let's give him a little welcome mat too. There we go. Little welcome mat. Here we go. Oh no! I picked it up upside down. Oh no. Oh well, it's done now. And this will be for burning. I love this chair. I've only used it twice. Right, what's this all about, hey? This is very cool. If I do it right the first time, I'll be very impressed with myself. Then we take this guy. And we have a chair. It takes up the whole living room rug though, doesn't it? Maybe I can, oops, maybe I can pull it back a bit. I'm afraid to try in case I fall off the back. Let's give it a try. I forgot my coffee. I guess you're supposed to maybe swing yourself. Oh yeah, like that. Oh, look at that. It works. Oh, this is nice. I guess I could have used the footrest. Oh my Lord. This is just brilliant. If I had my footrest in here. Oh yeah, that would work. I got the sun shining down on me here. Thank you, sunshine. You're doing something very nice for me. Oh my gosh, I could sit here all day. I could probably fall asleep here. Now we all know that a few ashes on our hot dog isn't going to deter us from having fun. A little rinsing off with the water is all that's necessary. And just like that, we're back in business. Okay, morning. It's morning here at least. I'm heading back the way I came from, just for a few miles, because I need some more kitty litter. The stuff, remember if you were here before, you'll know I bought some from Canadian Tire, but it turns into powder, and I don't have a shaker thing, so I'm going to get rid of that headache and pick up some cat litter that I can just scoop. And yeah, it was quite a night I had last night. I wear big pajamas when I go to bed. I hope that's not too much information. Especially when I'm camping, I wear big pajamas, just in case of emergency or whatever. That's one thing I don't have to worry about, is like getting dressed if I'm in my big flannelette two-piece jammies. Well, last night in a nearby campsite, I did figure out which one it was. A toddler was crying, but then it didn't stay with crying. It turned into screaming, and then it turned into gut-wrenching, what sounded like extremely painful screaming. It was horrible. I in the dark, I threw some clothes on over my pajamas and a coat and everything, and the first time I went out to see if something was wrong with somebody, that the child had been left alone and something happened to the parents, I didn't know. It went on for well over an hour and a half. And so the first time I went out to investigate, I forgot my flashlight. But anyways, I got close, and then it seemed to subside. I was out there, I don't know, 15 minutes or so. So I went back. I thought, okay, all right, I don't know where it's coming from. It's pitch black in the camping sites, so I really don't know where it's coming from. And so I went back, and about a half an hour later, I couldn't stand it anymore. It was so incredibly excruciating to listen to this child in such anguish. It was beyond anguish, to be honest with you. This time I took a flashlight, and I went back, and I did get right up to where the campsite was, which was pretty secluded. And I kept shining my flashlight in and flashing it as if to say, like, is there an emergency? I couldn't hear any adults talking, but the child was just, it was unbelievable. Anyways, when the people, I guess, in the campsite saw my flashlight flashing, within like a half a minute, the child was quiet. I thought, okay, that was good timing. I'll leave it at that. And then I started to walk away, and well, it started again. So I went back, and I started flashing my flashlight again in toward their campsite, which you can't see anything of because it's pitch black and there's so many trees and whatever, but I knew they would be able to see the flashing. Anyways, I did that for a little while, and the crying stopped again. It wasn't crying, it was really horrid. Anyways, I thought, well, I don't know what to do there. And I went back to my place and kept my flashlight with me, and I kept my emergency sounder with me, and I kept my protection with me. I didn't know what was going on, because earlier that day, that same campsite, the guy in it, and he got caught. That's why I know it's true. It's really 2 campsites down from me, and the one in between us was empty. So the one across from me and one over, the guy and his wife arrived, parked, and they went for a quick little drive after they set up their camp. and went to see the petroglyphs. They weren't gone a half an hour. They came back, and this guy comes walking over to my campsite where I was busy eating my hot dog. He was quite distraught, and he didn't even introduce himself, and he just said, my wife and I just got here, and we went to see the petroglyphs and got back, and our whole green container of wood is gone. I went, oh, you've got to be kidding me. Like, you've got to be kidding me. And I was sitting outside the whole time because I was doing the fire and the hot dog stuff, and I saw no vehicle while they were gone, go by. I said, well, it had to be somebody on foot, hey? Because I've been outside the entire time. I said, you can look at my wood if you want. That's my wood. I didn't take your wood. He goes, I didn't expect that you did, ma'am, but I just wanted you to know that somebody took our wood, our whole wood. We stopped at somewhere and picked up a bunch of wood. We paid for it and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I said, well, I'm really sorry that that happened to you. I'll keep my eyes open, and I'll also keep my eyes open for my stuff, right? Now it makes me a little nervous. And I said, make sure you tell the park ranger. So anyways, when I got back to, now let's move forward again to the nighttime, that screaming, horrifying, screaming child. I got back to my home the second time, and I looked for an emergency park number because I just was so afraid that something had happened to the parents, and then the child was screaming for help. Like, it was horrible. I haven't heard that kind of child scream in decades. It was rough. Anyways, I couldn't find an emergency number. I thought, well, I'm afraid to go over there with my flashlight and protection in case something happens to me while I'm trying to see if everything's okay. I was really, really nervous, and so I stayed with my window open, and then after about another maybe 3/4 of an hour, so it'd been going on now for well over 2 hours, the crying stopped, and I thought, well, either the child cried itself to sleep, or who knows, right? But anyways, that was the same campsite as the guy that stole the wood from the other neighbor. So now, in the morning, I packed up all my stuff. I put it underneath my picnic table with a cover over top, hoping it doesn't get stolen while I'm here picking up some kitty litter. And there's something else I forgot what it is I need, so I'll have to sit here a minute when I turn you off, and I'll figure out what that other thing is I wanted to pick up. Anyways, I'll leave it for now, but I just wanted to fill you in on the night last night. It wasn't very, very fun. I noticed this morning that the neighbors that were fairly new, the ones that had their wood taken from them, I noticed their vehicle was gone. There's nothing in their campsite except there's a tablecloth on top of their picnic table, which makes me think they just packed everything up and they went for a little tour around the area, and the tablecloth is just there so they don't have to take it off. I don't know. Anyways, I will catch up with you shortly. So this is the second day of hot dogs, and I didn't really feel the need to put you through watching me cook yet another hot dog over the fire. Everything went well this time. I didn't drop the hot dog in the fire, and I felt quite successful in my hot dog cooking today. As it turns out, the cup holder is not large enough for my cup, so down on the ground it goes. Oh dear, there goes the footrest again. Oh my goodness. All I want to do is have a little siesta in my rocking chair. Ah, at last. to jump down. Where should we jump down, mister? You got branches all over you. Hmm? Branches all over you. I know. Branches all over you, babe. Oops. Oops. Well, that brings campout number 2 to an end, and a very relaxing end it is. Thanks for stopping by, and I'm wishing you all a wonderful, wonderful day or evening ahead.